How's everybody doing today? I'm going to try and do a voiceover as so do it sort of scrap with me sort of thing. Okay, so what am I doing today? Yesterday was National Pets Day, so here in Australia, so I decided to do something unusual for me and scrap my dogs. Okay, so what am I doing? Who am I? I am wanting to, I've already trimmed these photos down. They were 4x6. They are now, let me think. Hang on. Just so you know, they are 5 and, oh look, I'll go centimetres. They are now 14.5 centimetres by 10 centimetres on the bottom. And the top ones are 10 centimetres by 12 centimetres. Why are they those specific measurements? Because I wanted to create a slight border. I wanted my photos, so normally I mat all my photos, right? But this layout, I thought I'm going to do something different. Why do the same thing every time, right? So I am going to put them on like this and line them all up. So, is that the right way? I think that's how I had them. Now, I've got stark white, actually it's more of an off-white cream colour. Now, because Lexi's wearing a pinky coloured jumper, what I'm using is Time to Relax paper pad. Now I'm using the 6x6 paper. It's a P13 paper pad, and it's a beautiful collection. I'll just very quickly flick through for you. So what I decided to do was this particular paper. So for this whole thing, I've only used, let me see, so I used that page and that page. That's all I've used. No, I just told a big fat porcupine. I used that page, and that one. So fussy cutting, went to town last night while I was watching telly with hubby. And this is what I came up with in my head. So, I don't want it to be bright white around the edges. I'm going to try and do this with a little bit of pace about it, so this video doesn't end up really, really long. So, I thought Dusty Concord really matched the darker flower. So, instead of, even though she's in the pink, so you'd sort of think, well, go with the bright pink flower, but I wanted to sort of draw more attention to the purple flower. So, Dusty Concord it is. Oh, this one's juicy. Haven't used this one before. That's everywhere. Okay, I've now way overloaded my brush. I can tell, big time. So, what am I going to do? I just want to make the edge. I've been doing a lot of pages lately where I'm doing a lot of layering, which is great, and I love that look. But you reach a point where your album just gets too thick and too heavy. So I like to squeeze in 1 or 2 pages that have a lot less layers and bits and pieces. So I am going ahead. Need to darken this corner up. So what I'm doing is I'm just using the ink instead of more cardstock. So I love to, I love having the edges, I love matting all my photos, all that sort of bizzo, which is all fantastic. I do it all the time, but just of late, okay, pull that out. Some of my pages are just getting a bit too thick, and I am planning on doing a flip through for you I've got a mountain, like legitimately. I will have a stab in the dark at probably 30, maybe more layouts. And I'm about to put them in albums, and I haven't done a flip through because I personally like watching flip throughs sometimes instead of process videos, because I like to, I've been doing it so long I can see a page and know how they've got the result. So yeah, sometimes that's what I like. So I'll chuck a flip through up for you because you might be exactly the same. So I'm not trying to get this even around here. I'm trying to see how I'm getting darker bits and then some lighter bits. I do really like the darker bits. I love this colour. I don't think I've even used this colour before, but I'm loving it. I was going to use some Seedless Preserves if I wasn't a fan of this colour. I might actually, let's give this a go, right? Let's see if we can just, that's perfect. So all I've done, you saw how very little I just put on the brush of the Seedless Preserves, just to break up the dusty Concord. Now these are Dilutions inks. I have only bought the minis because I wanted to make sure that I was going to use the inks as much as I thought I was going to before I shell out for the bigger ones. But I think the re-inkers are possibly the go. Although I have met a lady and I'm going to catch up with them tomorrow. Have a little scrappy day, which will be great. Or morning at least. And she's a stamping up lady, so never know, I might decide to get some of those, not sure. To be honest, I haven't ever looked at Stamping Up. Isn't that bizarre? 20 years in the bizzo and I've never done it. Okay, I will now just get rid of this ink off the edge of my $3 mat. It cost me next to nothing, if anyone's curious. I think I got this one from Scrap Boutique or Craft Online, I'm not sure, but it just rolls up and it's super easy to store. Let's face it, it's what we all like. Okay, so see now I've got that nice halo effect. So now, see how the edges, so I don't want to mat my photos. I want to, hang on, I think I have it around the wrong way. I don't know, I can't remember how I had it. Did take a photo though. I was smart this time. So what I like to try and do when I create these videos for you, I like to sort of lay them all out, know that it's going to work before I turn the video on. So this is exactly what, swap that one and that one. Right. Now, okay, so all of that. Now let's get our photos down. I think I've got this organised so it's about 1/4 inch border all the way around. Yep. Okay, so I am in love with this tape runner, literally. Okay, this is the boring bit, but I guess we'll do it right. Okay, now I always mat my photos. It's something I've done since my creative memories days. I've always done it, but this particular one, I wanted to get 6 photos on here. They're all of the same day, of the same dogs, and I figured, why not? I haven't done layout where, oh, gee whiz. Okay, I didn't do this quite evenly. You know what? Is it the end of the world? Nah. It'll be fine. I have OCD. It will bother me, but guess what? This is just how we're gonna do it. These tape runners are so good. I'm loving it. It's the easy tape runner. So I bought the Grand. I bought the gun, which is amazing as well. And it is smaller than your ATG guns. But I find with my arthritis, it's sort of awkward. I feel really awkward when I'm doing it. So this is definitely a little bit better for me. Okay, so I did that. And I thought that was pretty cool. Sorry about the glare. I don't know how to get rid of that. It's just from my lights. Okay, now what I wanted to do, I fussy cut this strip and this strip. So I cut two because that's obviously 12 inches. And I thought how they went together. They don't match up, but they're not perfectly matched. But I thought that would look good there. Now, here is my thing. I needed to go through there with the purple, didn't I? Let's do that. How are we going to avoid getting it on the photos? We're just going to get a piece of cardstock. I'll use the Craft because I hardly ever use that one. Okay. That one. So this is the Dusty Concord again. I just don't want it to be the bright white. I don't want it to be, I hope my head's not in the way. I'm not worried if it's blended beautifully because the flowers are going over the top. It's just to break up the background. Why I did that? Why didn't I just do that? I know why I didn't, because I've got the camera rolling. Common sense goes out the door with me when I turn that camera on. Right, and I will do a little bit of the Seedless Preserves on there because I think that made it look really good. Ah! How did I know I was going to do that? Because I didn't grab my splatter mat. Unbelievable. And if I turn it around, geez, it's hot today. We're supposed to get storms again. Tell you what, Queensland has had its fill of storms and dodgy weather. Gee whiz. Driving me crazy, Miss Daisy. Okay, straighten us back up again so I don't drive myself crazy when I look at the video. And or you guys. Haha, see? That looks better. Okay, so does it really matter which way I put these on? Nope. Not one bit. All I'm doing is I'm going to line it up with the border bit. just run that through the middle. These are the reason I went with this paper pack is because I scrap my dogs a lot because they're my little fur babies and I love them. And I kind of figured at the end of the day, one, it was National Pets Day yesterday when I started this layout, and I absolutely loved it. Now, you can see I did not line up that at all. I've ended up with 2 flowers right in the middle. That's okay. Not complaining. It works for me. Now, I'll come back at the very end and have a look at that. Now, what I was going to do on here is, let me see, I have cut all these florals. I just cut them all out and I cut some in half. I have tape on me. I cut some in half and I'm just going to create a floral border just like this, all the way along, all the way around the whole layout is what I'm doing. Something along these lines. No, I think I like that one back there. So I'm going to tack this on here like very, very loosely. Now I'm going right on the edge of the photo with these, and I've just cut them flush so it's literally just popping up. I was just going to tack them and move them around and stuff, but you know what? I'm going to commit. I've already looked at this today. I know that I like it. So I'm just going to commit and put it down. I did do an unboxing earlier from, there's an order that arrived and it's from Gladstone, and I tell you what, I am still in awe. I don't like this piece. It looked good before, I don't like it now. Let's try a different piece. That's better. And this order that I got from Gladstone, oh my goodness. I know I'm not good at unboxings. I don't look all professional and all that sort of bizzo, but I tell you what, this stuff is so good. I have been looking for, if you know of any online local to you, etc. stores that have unique things, like this one that I found, Alicia Bradshaw is her name, and her shop is called Scrapbook Fantasies. She's in Gladstone. There is no affiliation or anything like that. It's just that the service was perfect, quick, efficient, quality, amazing. And so I just thought I would give her little family-owned store a shameless plug. Why? Drive some traffic that way, because I'm telling you what, she is, their quality is amazing. And there's a lot of Aussie things like fairy bread and Vegemite sandwiches and, you know, quirky things like that. So, well, I don't know if it's quirky, but it's Australian, you know. These are little frames that I cut out, and I thought they'd be good journaling or sticker spots in the void parts of the photos. So that worked for me. So this is how you can create. If you for example, if you don't have the room to store lots and lots of 12 by 12 papers, this is a way that you can literally create a stunning layout with it, papers from a 6 by 6 paper pad. This has taken 3 pieces of paper out of the 6 by 6 paper pad, which is P13 Time to Relax paper pad, and yeah, it's taken nearly nothing. Okay, last row. Yes, I have taken the time out of this where I have fussy cut all of these guys, but rest assured it didn't take me long to cut these out, because I find when you're cutting on good quality cardstock, it just, yeah, it's not difficult. I find it's great. I just cut these last night after I picked up my daughter from gymnastics, and yeah, I just got into it and come in this morning, knew exactly what I was trying to do. What have I done? I thought I knew what I was doing. Oh dear. That's alright. Hopefully this voiceover is working, purely and simply because I'd love to get an extra video or 2 up this week, seeing as I was super slack last week. Super slack. So just so everybody knows, this is now my full-time thing that I'm doing. I'm doing it because I enjoy it. I love it. And yeah. Subsequently, oh sorry, my daughter's phone's going off in the background. My older daughter, Taylor, she stays at home with me most days. Could I, should I, or is that wrong? Would you put that in the centre so you can't see the join? You can't really notice the join, can you? You know what? Nah, not putting it on. Not doing it. Skip over that. Now, these are the matching P13, what do I call them? Word stickers? Probably. Time to Relax stickers, number 1. And I thought I could just label a few on here because Playful is on here. Dun, dun, dun. Do I want them to look like that? Probably not. Let's make them a little bit banner style, hey? Playful. We'll just add some. You know what? I should have gone. I wonder if I can still get that off. Oh, of course I can. Ooh, ooh. I'm going. Oh, that just wrecked it. That wrecked it. I knew I should have grabbed my foam sponge. This is not how you do it, people. Don't use... Oops, sorry. Now my phone's going off. Gee whiz. Everything's happening today. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. It's not too destroyed, but mental note. What have we got? Time for myself. Love this life. Love this life. Yeah, that screams love this life. Time for myself. Love this life. There was a couple here that I saw. Never look back. That. I have Gizmo. Can you stop doing that, mate? Doing a video. Everyone doesn't want to hear you digging up a blanket to make it extra comfortable. That's my daughter's dog, Gizmo, the little white chihuahua. He is adorable. He is absolutely stunning. He's such a good boy, aren't you, buddy? I'm sure he thinks he's a cat sometimes. So I'm very much looking forward to meeting some new ladies with similar interests to me, scrapbooking ladies. I'm still, okay, I know you just saw me and I was like, oh, it didn't work the first time. But if I change the way I do it now, it'll make playful stand right out. So I'm going to pretend that that's how I wanted it. And now I'm going to pretend that I didn't put that on crooked. Let's try that again, Karen. Gee whiz. I swear to God, something happens to my brain when I turn on the video. Every time. Every time. But that's okay. Now, our story. That was the one I wanted to put on here. Because that is just adorable. I tell you what, I got these new, they're new to me, they're not new. We Are Memory Keepers Tiny Scissors. Because I have had these ones for so long I can't even remember. They're still sharp, but I thought I really need to start finding another pair that I like before these die. And I thought, oh, these look about the same. And they pretty much are. The blade's a bit shorter. Gee whiz, that's so good. I love them. So, I've been on a bit of a, I'm going to call it a craft investment. My husband would beg to differ. No, my husband's wonderful. He doesn't mind me spending money on craft stuff. Has no complaints about it, which is awesome. Okay, go straight for me, Mr. Story. The way I do this, I'm not actually standing up looking over it. I've actually got, from here, I've got a camera up there and I've got a TV over there. So I'm looking at the TV to line it up. That's how I do it. Works for me, so I'm giving it a go. Okay, so this little old one, just going to take the whiteness out of it a bit. And let me see. That's too big. Don't you hate it when you find words, but they're just too big? Don't really need to stay strong on here, do I? These stickers are super duper sticky, which is great, especially when you're adding ink to them. Once they bite on, they don't move. Now I'm going to continue to do what really doesn't work, so don't try it if you have these brushes. I would have preferred it to be more along just the edge of it, but that's okay. Good life. Oh, it's going over the edge. Do I like that or do I hate that? Oh, I'm not a fan of that. Please remove. So chances I can cut this down and make it small enough. Small enough to fit. Please get off my photo. Thank you. Let's see if I made it small enough to fit just. If I hang things over on purpose, it's okay. But, like, you know when you make a layout and it's crooked on purpose, that's fine. But, not when it's obviously crooked. So now because I've done that and that one's now square, I'm going to not do flags on this one. Precious. So I hope everyone's planning on having a great weekend. I am, although the weather could turn pretty bad. Apparently we're supposed to get another rain bomb event. I've never heard the term rain bomb in my life. But, hey, it's better than unprecedented, am I right? Precious. Maybe I should have, I know what I should do. Okay, let's see if I have a chance at doing this. Just move it down a touch. Gee whiz. Now, how many times have I readjusted that and it's still sticking? Good life. Are you, please come off. Excellent. There we go. That looks better, doesn't it? And you know what else this page needs? A little bit of less white there. Be good. Okay. Do that, do that. The only other thing I think it needs is a little bit of bling. Now, I will move all my trays out of the way. I make these trays. Now, I had someone ask me, I make these trays and they're just made out of chipboard. It's 2mm chipboard. I buy it from, I bought it all from Craft Online. I'll show you a pack of it. It comes like this. It comes like this, and it's in a pack like that. And I simply cut it down with my rotary trimmer to whatever size, shape I like. So this is my ink one. So it holds my ink dauber, so it's not going directly onto my desk. Show you the side. See, it's only like 1 inch deep. And it's a little tray, and I just put a piece of paper towel in the bottom, and I can change that out. So if I go from using purple, well, obviously there's purple ink on it, so I can just swap it out. If I, that one I actually, this is funny, I actually turn it inside out. I'll show you what I do. I know this is a layout chair, but so see what I do? I just fold it and fold it up. So at the moment I'm using this one, but I've still got a couple of uses out of that bit of paper towel. I know I'm a Scrooge, but hey, craft supplies, I would rather spend money on inks and papers and blah 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 than on paper towel. Okay, so this is one of my longer trays. I also have all my current tools that I use all the time. I have in a tray that's the same depth as this one, so they stack up. And yeah, so that's what I do. And I will do a video and show you the setup that I have over here. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty darn happy with it. Okay, and here's one of my, so this is for the box that I made for, I just cover it in papers. I had one 12x12 paper pad that I love the florals, but they didn't really work with my photos and all that sort of jazz. So I just dedicated one 12x12 paper pad, and all my containers, all my trays, so like this is my washi tape, I just have it all stored like that. Now I just made this. This is, so I've put that's on the front and it slides in, and I just made a couple of tiers so it holds 3 of these. And I just made it out of this cardstock. I reinforced all the corners and it's fantastic. I just thought I'd share that with you so you know, I don't know, if you want to see that sort of thing, let me know. More than happy to share my ideas from there and far. Okay, so I was going to add some bling back to this layout. Okay, we're up to 34 minutes. We better hurry up, otherwise everyone's going to be clicking off and going, I don't want to know about it. Woman's waffling. Ooh, I like that. Purple, purple. Let's do it. Why not? we should do, might do some in here and some in here. I like these. I love how this is turning out. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, dark purple. Do I have small ones? You know, does this drive you batty? You want tiny ones. You don't want giant enamel dots. You want small ones. And see, I'm one of these people. I always buy everything in twos. Weird quirk that I have. I buy things in twos because I'm weird like that. Ooh, hang on a minute. Let's look at these. Doodlebug sprinkles. These hearts could work. Let's not do dots. Let's do hearts. Oh, sorry, Gizmo. Give me 1 second, buddy. 1 second. I promise I'll be finished this video in a minute. Now, we can do... Oh, that's so cute. If I can get it to stick. It's slipping. Playful. These are Doodlebug designs. I got these from... Where did I get these ones from? I think this was Scrap Boutique as well, actually. They had them. There was a sale. Actually, I just received an email. There's a sale this weekend. So if you watch this video, today is the 24th of March, 2022. Up until Sunday, I've noticed there's a up to 50% off in their store if you're looking for some bargains. Okay, not liking the 3 dots because they're, but I will love them spread out. Come on, mister. I'm trying not to stab myself with the tweezers. See, if I had fingernails, I'd be right. I had those, what do you call them? You know where you dip your nails in the powder? Oh, and it was great. It was working. It was working a treat. But then COVID hit and I'm severely immune compromised, so I couldn't go back to the shops. And then I realised that it damaged my nails. So now they're so weak I have to keep them short until they grow out. Just a mental note for everybody. Okay, enough of my waffle. I am done with my waffle. I'm done with the video. Here we go. I'll do a little bit of up close so you can see it. How cute does that look? It turned out beautifully. They're photos of the dogs running around the front yard. Like, I don't need to do any more than this. And see, if you have a look in that very center, if I just do that, you can't really even notice it. As I said, I was thinking of putting that other one on there, but I don't think it needs it. So there you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and share if you like it and if you want to share it. That would be amazing. And I will be back with you with another video real soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.